Moving focus to Maharashtra now, where the UBT Sena is speaking on the language policy. Do remember that 3-language policy was imposed in Maharashtra, and Sanjay Raut has said that Fadnavis is imposing Hindi. In fact, they went ahead to say that Hindi should be imposed first in states where it is needed, and that impose Marathi first and not Hindi. This Sanjay Raut also said that Marathi should be compulsory in the state. Now, Maharashtra has made Hindi mandatory in schools for classes 1 to 5. That was the latest coming in earlier this week, with the 3rd language imposition in a way coming in the state of Maharashtra.
देखिए, देवेंद्र फडणवीस जी है मुख्यमंत्री, वो अपनी राजनीति भाषा के आड़ में करना चाहता है। सबसे पहले वो अपने आप को समझ लेना चाहिए कि मैं महाराष्ट्र राज्य का मुख्यमंत्री हूँ और यहाँ की राजभाषा मराठी है। सबसे पहले महाराष्ट्र में मराठी जो है वो सख्त करो कि मराठी कंपलसरी करो, वो अब तक नहीं है। और बात रही हिंदी की, भैया हिंदी हमको सिखाने की जरूरत नहीं है, खास करके महाराष्ट्र को। हम सब हिंदी गाने गुनगुनाते हैं, हम हिंदी फिल्में देखते हैं, हमें आप क्या हिंदी सिखाओगे भाई?
We also have Asif Bhamla, who is the spokesperson for BJP, joining us on the broadcast. Mr. Bhamla, firstly joining us on NDTV, thank you so much. What are your thoughts really on the 3-language policy that's been imposed, or rather implemented, in the state of Maharashtra, and the latest being that UBT's stance against the Hindi imposition and that Marathi ought to be compulsory instead?
You see, let me submit first of all that it was the Bharatiya Janata Party which had made Marathi as a compulsory language and in the previous arrangements, and Marathi is certainly a language of respect, integrity, and it's a statehood language which has to be given priority, which has been given due priority. It's not that by bringing in adding in a Hindi language, you're telling people not to have Marathi. So in the new amendment, because see, when a student is in Maharashtra, and if he travels to any other, because we have a very large belt of the northern side, which is Hindi also. So our students, our regular people, when they travel, there shouldn't be a language taboo. And why not? I mean, it's the discretion of the people. If they want to learn Hindi as a 3rd language, Maharashtra is known for the Hindi fabric. We have the Indian Hindi film industry. इसे हम इंडियन फिल्म इंडस्ट्री के साथ साथ हिंदी फिल्म इंडस्ट्री बोलते हैं। यहाँ हिंदी भाषिक लोग हैं, तो क्यों उन्हें पढ़ने से, यहाँ उन्हें वो ज्ञान मिलने से हम महरूम रखें? जस्ट फॉर गेनिंग ब्राउनी पॉइंट, बिकॉज यू डोंट हैव एनी इश्यूज लेफ्ट, यू डोंट हैव एनी एजेंडाज लेफ्ट टू oppose the ruling government in place. You are coming up with teething issues like this. It's not that we've said that you abstain Marathi and learn only Hindi. You have Marathi as a language, you have Hindi as a language. Anyone who decides to have 3rd language also as a choice can also choose that. But Hindi is, of course, because India may, if you ask me, except the south patch, in the entire country, if you see the road map, Hindi is spoken in a very wide way. And it's also observed that students, especially, and this is especially for the Maharashtrians again, when the Maharashtrians, because when they grow up and they study, especially when they go into the municipal schools, the BMC schools, something. So they have to also be educated with this language, and this is a new education policy. And what is wrong? अगर ज्ञान बढ़ रहा है और एक भाषा का जो है उन्नति हो रही है, which is a national language, I don't see anything wrong. And Devendra, our Honorable Chief Minister, has very categorically said that we have no opposition. In fact, Marathi is our regional language, and it definitely continues. Marathi अस्मिता से कोई compromise या ये होना नहीं है किसी किस्म से. उसमें कोई there is no way that will be compromised, because that's the Asmita of Maharashtra, and that our leader Devendra Fadnavis has made it very clear categorically.
Right, Mr. Bhamla, thank you so much for sharing your thoughts really on the three-language policy that has been implemented in Maharashtra. Let's now go across to my colleague Saurabh Gupta, who's joining us live from Mumbai as well. Saurabh, the delimitation around Tamil Nadu, now the three-language policy in Maharashtra, what's the sentiment largely on the ground as it potentially has the, a political row in the making again?
Absolutely, because all these agitations or all these sentiments are largely also associated with political rhetoric and also political positioning. Because while the three-language formula may have been opposed by states like Tamil Nadu, in Maharashtra, what has been announced is that it will be adopted phase-wise. Now there is, of course, politics around it and positioning around it. And different political parties will take different positions. For example, what Sanjay Raut has said today is something that there's a push from Marathi. Yesterday also, the Raj Thackeray-led MNS put out its position again opposing this. So obviously there is going to be that political positioning around contentious issues, because these issues are not just limited to language or education. They do become issues of regional identity. They also become issues of regional politics. And therefore, when you see, the political part of it, there is a lot of positioning and there's a lot of high rhetoric on it, often amounting sometimes to hyperbole as well. But again, there is another part to it, which is the educational policy part, where what is being said is that, that there will be, if you're in a Marathi or English medium school, then of course your, first language remains whatever your first language. You have a second language of choice, and you have a third language of Hindi. And that is something that obviously is, is what is going to be rolled out in a phased manner, is what the state's education department has said. But obviously, on issues like this, one cannot expect it to be free of politics, because there is a regional sentiment, there is local sentiment involved, and that is something that's being reflected through the political statements as well.